Hi, I'm Pamela from Pamela's Patterns and welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to show you how to put the facing in to the number 105 Perfect Tank Top. The Perfect Tank Top is one of my favorite patterns because it's so versatile. I can wear it alone or with a cardigan or a sweater, and I just love wearing it because it hides my bra straps. So I call it the tank top for women. As you can see, my bra strap isn't showing, and as the sizes get bigger, the straps get wider, and there's also additional information on the website if you need to widen it even more. It don't show the strap in the back or the front, and it comes over to the edge of your armhole to hide all that poochy stuff as well. So it makes it one of my favorites. Before I show you the facing, I'm going to show you something about stay tapes. Because knits have gotten a lot stretchier lately, we have to do some additional work on the knits to make them behave properly. This is not actually in the pattern directions, so you get a little bonus here. So you can see on the tank top here that I've added some stay tapes right here to keep this from stretching out of shape as I sew it. This particular one is the Knit Stay Tape by Sew. It's available on the website, and I love it because it does curve around the armholes. It's a fusible and very lightweight, so it won't add any bulk. I would put this down, put a press cloth over it, and steam it into place for about 10 seconds. I've also applied it to the back of the tank top here, and on the back I've also marked where my strap placement's going to be and the center back. At the bottom of this I have put in some double-sided fusible stay tape. That's this right here, and it peels off after it's been pressed on. It peels off to see a release paper on here and the glue here, so that when I turn it up and press it, it gives me just a little bit of stability in the hem as well. The next thing I'm going to do is work on the straps. So the straps I've interfaced with another stay tape. This one is called Knit Stay Tape Interfacing. It's 1 1/4 inch wide, just a very light, very high quality interfacing. And I started doing this because the fabrics are so stretchy that I found that when I made my tank top, that after wearing it for a few hours, the neckline was too low, and it was because the straps were stretching out too much. So apply that right down the middle. It's a fusible as well. And then just serge or sew right along the edge, making that into a tube. To turn the tube, I'm going to use one of my favorite tools for turning. It's called a fast turn. So it's this tube. It comes with a set of tubes, different sizes, and I'm going to put that over or under the strap and turn that over at the end. Then I'm going to take the wire. You just turn it until that pigtail screw or pigtail wire comes out through the end, and then, oops, you can pull it right through. Makes fast work of turning a tube, that's for sure. When you get that done, you'll just press the seams down the middle, and then you can also see that I marked where the end of my strap is going to be for the length. I've made this before, so I know what length it needs to be right away. I'd like to show you how to place the facing into the tank top. I've sewn the side seams of the tank top, attached the straps to the tank top, and also put the front and back facing pieces together. So here you can see where I have attached the straps right sides together at the top front, and then also I've attached the straps to the back. So what happens here is that the strap is going to be kind of down into the tank top underneath here. You shouldn't see any strap coming above the top here. It's all going to be underneath here. The facing piece I've also stitched together, and I'm doing a contrast so that you can see it well, and I'm going to start matching it up now. So I'm going to put the facing piece up at the top here, and what I like to do is to pin this so that I can feel right where the edge of the strap is coming. If you just use your fingers, you can feel that ridge, and so the pins are going to mark that for me. I'll also pin the side seam, the center back, I had a mark here, there we go, the center front at the V neckline, I would do the same thing on the other side, and then I would start pinning this in together. The facing is just slightly smaller than the garment, so what that will do is you'll just stretch that into place. It'll hug it into the body a little bit more. So even here, you'll be stretching that facing in just a little bit. I'll complete pinning the other side, and then I'm going to go to the sewing machine and stitch with the sewing machine about 1/4 of an inch away. And when I come right up to here, I want to make sure that my needle is going to come right down on the edge of that strap, straight over, pivot again on the other side, go all the way around. I'll meet you back here to show you the rest. I've stitched the facing onto the tank top, and what I want you to notice is that the strap is sandwiched in between the facing and the tank top. I've also clipped the edges, the curved edges, the armhole and the neckline, and so I'll finish clipping here. When you clip the center V, you want to make sure that you clip all the way to the stitching. I always tell my customers, don't be a chicken clipper. You want it to go right down to the point so it will turn nicely. And then also on these edges, the corners, I'm going to trim the corners and just trim off a little bit right there. Get some of the bulk out of there. Now when I turn this, those straps will pop right out. Just like that. Normally I wouldn't be working with this contrast, but I wanted you to be able to see the difference between the facing and the tank top easily. So at this point I'm going to roll that facing just to the wrong side and pin. And go down another inch or so, roll to the inside, and pin. This takes a little bit of time, just rolling that to the inside and pinning. I'm going to do that all the way around. My top stitching will be 3/4 of an inch from the edge, and then I can trim away the excess facing if I want away from close to the stitching, or if it doesn't show, I can just leave the length of that facing in there. I have the top all pinned, and then I will be stitching 3/4 of an inch from the edge here to do the top stitching. Here's one that's finished. The top stitching is here. And then on the back, you can see that I've trimmed close to the top stitching. Up here you can see the finished neckline, very nice and smooth. And now I'm going to show you 2 bonus projects. I love to use the patterns for more than one purpose. On Pamela's Patterns website, there is a Learning tab. When you click on the tab, you're going to get a lot of information on different ideas for using the patterns, different fixes and things that you can do. And there are 2 on here that relate to the tank top. This lovely tank top was made from a silk fabric, and so the fabric was laid on the bias. It has a lovely cotton batiste lining to make it really comfortable, and the information is on the Learning tab, as well as doing a flounced front tank top. So this lovely tank top has these flounces, not gathers, just real delicate flounces. They can be applied horizontally or diagonally, and you'll find all the information plus a pattern for the flounces on the website. Hope you'll have a lot of fun with your new tank tops.